It feels like we're all sort of drowning in information these days, doesn't it?
Oh, absolutely. Just constant noise.
So how do you even begin to find what's real, what's truly factual amidst, the sheer volume of data, opinions, headlines just swirling around us?
It's a huge challenge.
Well, today we're doing a deep dive into some insights about knowledge, discovery, and perception, actually drawn from a really unexpected place.
Yeah, underwater archaeology.
Exactly.
Our source for this deep dive is, it's a fantastic article called The Truths We Found Underwater. The author, he leads expeditions, makes films, that kind of thing. And he shares this really compelling story of uncovering ancient shipwrecks off the coast of Menorca.
Right.
It's a great adventure story on its own, but what's remarkable is how he uses it to reveal some, well, pretty timeless philosophical lessons about what truth really means.
Okay.
So our mission here in this deep dive is to sort of pull out those profound nuggets for you.
Okay, I'm ready. What immediately struck me from this article, and something I think we often overlook maybe in our modern lives, is how fundamentally truth is firsthand.
Yes.
We're talking about powerful, original, tactile evidence, stuff you can touch.
It's so true. The article describes this almost untouched graveyard of ancient shipwrecks off Menorca. Apparently that's really rare in the Mediterranean.
Oh.
And the power of that direct experience with the artifacts, it's just undeniable. The author highlights one particular find, a ceramic plate like 2,000 years old, and it had this inscription on it, "The Prince."
Wow. 2,000 years.
Yeah. And it's not just, an old piece of pottery. It's like a direct, tangible message from someone way back then.
Right.
To us, right here, right now. You can hold it, feel its age. It's got a weight to it.
The article uses this really beautiful metaphor, too. Looking at the past like viewing a broken mirror.
I like that.
Meticulously piecing together these fragments, artifacts, records, physical remains, to try and reconstruct a meaningful whole. It makes you think, doesn't it, about how much of the truth we get online is already fragmented, maybe even, totally manufactured. This archaeological process feels like such a powerful reminder of the value of those original pieces.
It really does.
So in a world where everything seems to be a digital copy or a summary, how do we find our own Prince plate? How do we get that firsthand feel?
That's a crucial question, isn't it? It really highlights that while, digital content gives us incredible access,
Sure.
there's still immense value in directly engaging with real-world objects, even if it's just a physical book or an original document in an archive
Or visiting a museum, maybe.
Yes, exactly. The truth isn't just abstract information. It feels like it needs to be grounded in reality, in direct experience.
Yeah.
It kind of pushes us to question the layers between us and the original source. Are we really engaging with it or just, consuming secondhand takes?
Right, just getting the summary.
Pretty much.
And this idea of hands-on direct truth, it really leads us straight into another crucial point from the expedition, which is that truth is slow.
Oh, yeah.
Archaeology, just by its nature, it stands in such stark contrast to our, instant gratification world. It's painstakingly gradual.
Very much so. The article shares a really compelling anecdote here. The narrator talks about working with field school participants, including one guy named Al, who, interestingly, had some pretty firm beliefs about ancient aliens and Atlantis.
Oh, okay, so he came in with some theories already.
Exactly. But what's compelling is how, together, they meticulously uncovered not just one shipwreck, but two, stacked right on top of each other.
Two? Wow.
Yeah, so their initial hypothesis, whatever it was, got challenged almost immediately by what they literally dug up from the seabed.
Yeah, what's really striking about this story is that they initially thought they were excavating a specific wreck from the 17th century, right? La Purísima Concepción. They actually had historical records for that one.
That was the plan, yeah. That's what they were looking for.
But as they kept digging, carefully sifting through the layers, the artifacts, the pottery they were finding, it was consistently dating to the 14th century, way earlier.
No kidding.
It became clear they'd stumbled onto an entirely different wreck, one that was completely forgotten in the historical records, possibly erased, maybe by pirate attacks. They even mentioned Redbeard as a possibility.
Wow. So history just swallowed it.
Yeah, until they slowly, carefully brought it back.
So what Al learned there, and frankly what I often forget in our fast-paced lives,
Me too.
is that science isn't about getting instant answers
Right.
or just confirming what you already think might be true.
Right. It's not about proving your Atlantis theory.
Exactly. It's about embracing that uncertainty, rigorously testing your hypotheses, and being open to finding something completely unexpected.
That's hard, though.
It is. It's a tough lesson, especially now. And thinking about the bigger picture, the article uses this analogy. Knowledge isn't like quickly downloading a file.
Right.
It's more like growing a tree. It needs time. It needs nurturing, careful attention.
I like that. Growing a tree.
Yeah. It encourages us maybe to value patience more in our own search for knowledge, even if it feels totally countercultural these days.
Okay, but if you think that's a challenge, accepting that truth is firsthand and it's slower, the final insight really throws a wrench in our assumptions.
Oh.
It's the idea that what we're looking for can obscure the truth,
Ah, yeah. That's a big one.
meaning our own expectations, our desires, what we want to find can actually blind us to what's really there.
It's such a critical insight, isn't it? I mean, think about it. Had that archaeological team been fixated only on finding La Purissima Concepcion,
The wreck they thought was there.
right, the one they expected, they would have completely missed the real unexpected story hidden just underneath it. That whole 14th century wreck.
Gone. They wouldn't have even registered it properly.
Exactly. It makes you wonder how often we do that in our daily lives,
Yeah.
Looking for one thing and missing something else right in front of us.
Absolutely. I mean,
Mhm.
think about online algorithms, right?
Mm.
They are literally designed to feed us what we seem to want to see
Confirming our biases.
constantly. If you start searching for proof of Atlantis, believe me, the internet will serve it up to you on a silver platter.
Oh, for sure. You'll find plenty.
But, as the article highlights, true understanding, real knowledge, it doesn't come from that kind of confirmation loop.
No.
It comes from testing, challenging, actively questioning our own assumptions. That sort of intellectual wrestling match.
That's the real lesson here, I think. Archaeology isn't about setting out to prove something you already believe. It's not treasure hunting in that sense.
Right.
It's about the humble and, often uncomfortable process of discovering what's really there.
Mm-hmm.
Even if it completely disrupts your nice, neat, preconceived notions, it's about embracing that intellectual discomfort for the sake of finding something genuine.
So, given all these insights, truth is firsthand, it's slow,
Mm-hmm.
our expectations can blind us. What does this mean for us today?
Mm-hmm.
Especially when, let's be honest, the very idea of truth feels like it's in crisis sometimes, particularly online.
Yeah, it feels fragile. The author's final reflections are quite poignant on this. Archaeology, by stark contrast to all that digital noise and quick takes,
Right.
it offers these profound lessons in humility, in patience, and in direct engagement with the actual evidence.
Humility and patience. Not exactly trending hashtags.
Not at all. But the author's goal, he says, with this kind of storytelling, is to try and help reconnect public trust with science. Through openness, through showing the process, warts and all,
Yeah.
showing that the truth isn't some complete polished picture you just click download on. It's often messy, it's fragmented, but it's honest.
I love how the article puts it towards the end. Archaeology isn't about finding answers.
Yeah.
It's about asking better questions.
That's it, exactly.
Yeah.
That really sums it up. And these insights, they really encourage you, the listener, to be cautious, maybe, of that instant information, those fast truths you see online.
Yeah, the easy answers.
Right. True understanding, it seems, often comes from that tactile, patient, and sometimes uncomfortable kind of inquiry.
So it's an invocation almost.
I think so. Consider how you can participate in creating knowledge in your own life. Maybe it's citizen science, maybe it's local history, maybe it's just sharing stories that encourage deeper thought, not just quick reactions.
So here's a final thought to leave you with then. Given these insights from digging up the past, how might intentionally seeking out these slow, firsthand, and maybe unexpected truths reshape your understanding of the world around you, far beyond ancient shipwrecks?